Okay, let's do a bank reconciliation for Bobby here at the end of May. For A, they gave you the beginning balance for the bank and for the book, so we put that in here. B, not included on the bank statement was a deposit that Bobby knows about. So that's a deposit in transit. And it is cash, just because the bank doesn't have it till tomorrow morning. We still had the cash before the end of May, so it needs to be adjusted on the bank side because Bobby knows about it, but not the bank. So bank has to be brought current. For C, a comparison between cleared checks and Bobby's records, because Bobby's the one writing the checks, show that 446 in checks have not yet been cashed. So those are outstanding checks. And when they are, when the bank clears them, it's going to reduce the cash balance. Good. All right, indeed, the bank collected from a customer getting $100 and charging a fee. Okay, so the bank knows about it, and now Bobby's does by virtue of having gotten the bank statement. So they're going to add 100 to their cash, but then they're going to subtract for the 5% fee. E, the checking account was charged $30, bank service charge. So the bank is letting Bobby know, so Bobby needs to record it on their side. All right, F, the bank shows an NSF check of $12.50. That means a check that bounced. So the person that wrote Bobby that check and Bobby deposited it, they didn't have enough money in their account to cover it. And so the bank returned it and said, sorry. So you have to reverse that deposit. You originally made it as a deposit, but then it wasn't honored by the other bank. It bounced. So we are going to have to take that out of cash. It's like a reverse deposit because we made a deposit, but it got rejected. Insufficient funds, bounce check, and that's what the NSF, it's this abbreviation for insufficient funds. G, we're comparing the checks that cleared, came out of the bank balance, with Bobby's books showing that a check that cleared for $590, so the bank paid $590 on that check, but it was recorded by Bobby on the books for $950. So that's an error. And when you fix that error, will Bobby's cash go up or down? So the $950 is what was taken out of the books, but a smaller amount came out of the bank. So we're going to add that difference back. And that's the end of the activity they gave us. So now a good check figure, of course, is to add both columns and make sure that they agree. And they do agree here. If they don't agree, you may have a typo, you may have something backwards, or you may have left out a detail. So you skipped over one of these because you got distracted or somehow you lost track. Always try to do them in order rather than hunting and finding the one I like and then coming back, because that tends to lead to you missing one. So I always do them in sequence and I don't miss them. I'll skip over any. Okay, there you go.